House will vote as many times as necessary until someone wins. For reference, it took 15 rounds over a period of 4 days before former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy was selected to that role. Joining us now to talk about it, a friend of the stream and former head of the Illinois GOP, Pat Brady. Pat, this is messy. And when McCarthy was voted in, we weren't dealing with involvement in multiple wars, so on and so forth. So, I mean, it is dire right now. How do you see it playing out?
Well, remember when Speaker McCarthy, his first vote, he was 19 votes shy. Jim Jordan was 20 votes shy yesterday. I think what's going to happen here is I don't think Jim Jordan can get there, just from people I've talked to, and it seems like some of his support is actually pulling away. They'll probably give the temporary speaker, Patrick McHenry, he's a pretty well-liked guy, right, by everybody, broader power so they can get the spending bills done and the things they need to actually do to function as a Congress.
Patrick McHenry actually won, right, overall vote number, didn't get to the 220, but he pulled 217.
He was the guy that Speaker McCarthy designated as if he wasn't there. So he never got the vote, but the only votes have been for Scalise or Jordan. But it seems what happened, a couple things that Jim Jordan, I think, may have overplayed his hand with the conservative news media and trying to, he denies he did it, but others have, Sean Hannity and the other conservative kind of echo chamber were going after people that didn't support him, which really just backfired. I don't know, the guy to watch is really interesting. Watch Dan Crenshaw. He's a representative from Texas.
Yes, he's got the eye patch.
He laid it out the other day, just calmly, like, if you want to get people on your side, you don't go after them. It's not how it works. And he's supporting Jordan. But he also made the point is, it's not the worst thing in the world if the Congress doesn't function for a while, other than these spending bills that we need for the $100 billion for the Ukraine and Israel and some of the other things they need to get done.
Right. Gridlock can be a great thing in government.
Listen, because as a conservative, we on gridlock. Yeah. I'd send them home for 4 years, but I'm not in charge.
Right. So, and interesting, though, I mean, other House members were talking, like House members' spouses were talking about getting threats if they don't vote for Jordan. Like, it's just not the way to do it. Of course, Jim Jordan has had some trouble in the past, talked about defending the FBI, had some trouble in his distant past with issues at Ohio State University, so on and so forth.
And Liz Cheney says he was one of the principal people with Trump during the January 6th insurrection. Be that what it may. He has, I give him credit, though, he has somewhat tempered his kind of far-right Trumpian approach to politics somewhat in the last year. And he's fairly popular within the caucus, but there's still a group of people that are just never going to vote for him, I don't think, for a lot of reasons. As we talked about the other day, some of these districts actually voted for Joe Biden in 2020, and this is the guy, Jim Jordan, who's leading the impeachment inquiry against Joe Biden. That makes it tough sell when you go back to your district.
So Republicans who won in Biden districts, then they can't vote for Jordan and go home and try to win in a Biden district again.
Particularly, he's running the impeachment inquiry.
Right. So let's talk now. Let's move to Gaza. I mean, this is topic A. Of course, the headline on the Tribune today, it shows, this bombing of this hospital. Of course, Israel blames Hamas. Hamas blames Israel. Joe Biden is there. Probably the most important diplomatic mission, maybe of his entire life.
Diplomatic and risky.
Yeah, risky. And
physically and politically.
Right. This happening now. All of a sudden, all these other Middle Eastern leaders, whether they're quasi-allies, allies, semi-allies, whatever allies, politics makes for strange bedfellows.
Well, think about it, though. I mean, the countries you're talking about, Egypt, Jordan, all these countries have agreements with Israel. These are all Israel allies that backed out, which is scary.
So tell me about that. Now they're saying we're not going to talk with Biden.
Yeah, and it's because of what happened yesterday with the hospital bombing. Now, Hamas says it was Israel, and Israel says it was another group, and I wouldn't believe Hamas on anything. Right. But they need to come up with some concrete proof. But the bigger picture, I think, and Nikki Haley, Ambassador Haley, a Republican candidate for president, laid it out best yesterday, said this is going to be messy. This is street warfare. This is like, it's not going to be pretty, and innocents are going to get killed, but I don't know what the choice is. So this is going to be tough. But watching President Biden, and I actually voted for Biden because I can't stand Trump, but even as a Republican, but I'm really worried that he can't articulate to the American people strongly and persuasively enough, just because he just doesn't seem to have the energy, even though I give him credit for going over there.
81
to get up, and you need a younger, more vibrant person to deliver that message, because you're going to have to convince people every day why we need to be there. And when innocents are getting killed in a hospital, Americans are going to go, what are we doing there?
Speaking of that, while we're in a presidential cycle, I need a quick wrap here, but someone who is really showing some shine when it comes to international acumen is former UN ambassador and presidential candidate Nikki Haley.
No, she's off the chart. If the Republicans would wake up and get to the next generation of truly conservative leaders, she is the answer. She's smart. She's a fighter. She's always fought against the establishment. She's overly experienced, ambassador, former governor. She is the ideal candidate for Republicans if they want to win and win back the suburbs.
Brady, good friend of the stream. We appreciate you joining us. Thank you for your insight, my friend.